It's the Sims world after all.
Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are new. My name is Amy and I play games basically. So did I just say welcome back if you are new? I think I did. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, who cares? I play games basically, and today I'm playing The Sims. It's a slightly different format because I'm doing a build, but I'm actually videoing live. Like, I'm talking over the video live, so it's not going to be a speed build, it's just me building. Sort of a rental lot? I don't quite know. I don't really have much inspiration at the moment. I'm gonna hope that some flows, so there might be a few mistakes. I don't normally do these kind of builds. I normally do speed builds just because I am rubbish when it comes to like picking out what I want the build to look like, and it takes me forever. So bear with me. So I don't currently have the new pack, but I'm hoping that if I start filming this now, then I can quickly come in tomorrow and finish it once I've got the pack, because I don't have much time tomorrow, unfortunately. I'm quite busy during the days. It's really annoying that Sims packs get released every Thursday, because they're the day that I'm busiest, but I'll live with it. It's not the end of the world. So yeah, we're gonna get on with that. I'm just gonna turn down the audio a bit. It's quite quiet anyway, but it's very loud in my ear. There we go. I don't know if that's too quiet for you all, but if it is, I apologize. So, right. Now, the shape, I don't have a clue. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. I'm trying to, like, sort of envision the, like, flats near where I live and what they look like. So where I live, there's a lot of sort of tower blocks, but we don't have much money. So maybe... No, that's quite small, isn't it? Okay. That's still quite small for a house. Well, I suppose, so that could be the sort of entryway to the houses. Sort of like that. Ignore what I'm doing. I don't really know what I'm doing, but hopefully we'll figure it out. And they're normally quite equal around the back. I don't know. Oh, I'm so confused. I think you can see that I'm not making the best decisions. Okay. So then if it's like that, make it a little like that. There is nothing going on in this head right now. Okay. Because I'd like to have a sort of... So we'll do a similar sort of thing there. Have it go... Wait, they've got 3 and then they've only got 2. That's not fair. I don't know. I don't know. My God, I've really not... Hang on. Okay, I think I'm trying to figure out the format of flats. The format. It's not a fucking video game. The layout, the floor plan. And I'm trying to think back to like my aunt's old flat and how it was, but it's just not... It's not working. Okay. Right, let's just bulldoze the entire bloody lot, because that is not going well. So there'd be double doors here. You'd go through, and there'd be like stairs there that went up, and there'd normally be a door there that would lead into like another flat sort of thing. Maybe put that there. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna have to build like this because I'm being really stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God, I'm getting stressed. Right. So sort of like that. And then like that kind of vibe. It's a box. It's not a fucking vibe, it's a box. Make it a bit smaller. Make that a bit larger. I don't know. Oh my god, why don't I know? I should know. Okay, let's see if we can fit stairs in there first. My cat's next to me, by the way. So you can probably hear her. I mean, I say that every time, but I can never hear her in my videos. So let me know if you can ever hear her. If you can't, it must sound like I'm just bullshitting. So there's one apartment, flat, one place to live, and then we can do an upper. Here we go. I have no idea what I'm doing. I feel like that is what we've learned. I know it's really simplistic in style. It's literally a fucking box. You can't get much more simplistic than that. But I know what I mean to do. Okay, so then the stairs, and then okay, then we need a little space. So that's the second apartment. It's quite small, isn't it? Oh my god, I'm losing it. In every sense of the word, I am losing it. I just know that these places tend to be quite square, especially in the UK. I'm doing like a small tower block, like I want to make it as tall as possible, but without having to make it too many. What am I doing apart from absolutely going crazy? Okay. I feel like because we'll be starting out, maybe we should just make. Yeah, let's just do that. I feel like that's a smart idea. For now, let's just make it quite a. We'll just make it two. And we'll probably change the doors and windows once we've got the new pack. Because I definitely want to see what they are. No, what are you doing? Yeah, normally on these types of building, they're like that. And also we don't have much money because we're furnishing it with trash. Don't ask. I did I did it on the start of my Let's Play, so if you want to check it out, I recommend. And yeah, we're furnishing the place with trash. Okay, so I'm going to use these windows from Snowiest. No, I'm not going to use those windows because I don't like them. Yeah, I don't like them either. Oh my god. See, I told you, I'm so bad at building live. I hate everything. Okay, let's do these. Then they don't match the door. Okay, well, we can change the door. The door doesn't have to be set. It doesn't have to be a set thing. Okay. Is it great? No. I wouldn't even call it good. But it's something. And it's so bad. Maybe a patio down here. Yeah. I know, like, my aunts, so downstairs were, like, the accessible, um, they'd be the accessible areas. So, and there was always a small little patio area. And I used to love it as a kid, because of course I did. I want that to be raised just like outside, because then it meets up. Oh no, let's get rid of the stairs. Okay. Alright, we'll figure that out when it comes to it. Let's just get this small little balcony thing sorted. And let's quickly choose a... Oh, I'm trying to rack my brain for what they had. They had blue. I know blue's like... I don't know how well blue will go, but it was like plasticky as well. It was more like that, but it was a bit more filled in. I don't know. Maybe something from Strangerville. This is gonna be really odd, but it is how it looked, if I remember. Hang on, why have I... Okay, let's put some stairs there so they can... No, oh, we don't have slopes in the game. We really need to add slopes. I know we don't have any Sims who... I don't even think there's mods, unfortunately, but it would be cool of the Sims team to add that so there's more I forgot more diversity in the game. I forgot the word there. Sometimes I just think of words and I cannot think of sometimes I just sometimes I just cannot speak. It is just something that happens. So yeah, I know that's not the most accessible because it's like a massive bloody um step and it's not even that big. But where my aunt lived it would have been. Anyway. Right, so let's get our double door back. I really don't like this build. I don't know what I've done wrong, but I've got to have done something, haven't I? It can't just be ugly. That can't just be it. Like, okay. Yeah, it's just a box. But hopefully the inside is what counts, right? And these buildings are normally quite old. They're not very nice. Well, they can be, but they're not often the nicest. I think it's like there's always maintenance issues and stuff. Like, I remember one I know of. It was for people who were in wheelchairs, and it had upper floors, and the elevator was always broken, like the lift, which that is very stupid. And people took months to come and fix it because, of course, they bloody did. I don't like how big the windows are. I'm getting to the point where I think I'm gonna just go in a minute and be like, scrap it all. It's just not grown on me yet. Hopefully, it will. I think the issue is it's just not. Okay. That's better than nothing, really, isn't it? I suppose. Although we could use these. How do they look? We'll give them a try. Hopefully they'll be better than that. I think they add more sort of texture to the building, so yeah, I'm gonna go with them. We just now need to make sure that it's in the right bloody position. Oh my god, why are you so shit? There we go. I hate that door, and I hate that door. I really bloody do. The good news is these doors and windows are not permanent fixtures because hopefully we're getting new ones in the new pack tomorrow. Let's just do a little double door for the balcony. I feel like that's the kind of vibe. Yeah, there we go. I prefer that, definitely. Can we do that? Or is that... Right, downstairs is going to have these windows just so it's a little bit different. Something else to look at, I suppose. Then around the back. What are you doing apart from pressing all the wrong buttons? Okay. And how far apart did I do them? 1.5 squares. So it's one. Okay. Perfect. Oh, that was so stressful. I don't like it. But I think I've accepted that this may not be a case of liking it. This may simply be a case of acceptance. Oh, and we can't put a window there. Okay, two on the sides. That's fine. I have to make everything equal. It's a really annoying um sort of compulsion I have. Like I try to do builds where it has like a different. Do you know what? Let's do a chimney. I don't know if you'll see a chimney on these builds. Like you wouldn't tend to, I don't think. But I'm gonna make one because I just think it will add a little bit more texture, and I think that's needed. Definitely needed. Okay. Oh, I forgot to make the balcony for this one. Okay, we could put the balcony around the back somewhere. We'll figure that out. I'll do that now, actually, in case I forget and place windows there. So upstairs would tend to be slightly bigger for a balcony, I suppose. Okay. Not much bigger. It wouldn't make much of a difference. Oh, okay. Well done. You pressed the wrong button. Gold star there. Okay. I keep saying okay. I don't really have the most riveting conversations. So as I'm playing this part, I have no idea about the new pack, really. I've watched some YouTube videos, but not many. But all I know for certain is that I am really excited. I didn't think I would be. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, oh, it's a bit like Apartments. I'm not too bothered. But the excitement has definitely grown, and it's insane how excited I am, to be honest. Wasn't expecting it. And yeah, I will change that door because I don't like that one now. Yeah. Now these patios always make me really anxious because I always sort of expect there to be like a I always expect and want there to be like a more solid foundation, but there never is. And I'm like, how, how are you not falling to the ground and like stuff? I don't understand structural design. I don't know about that, but I will worry about it like I'm an expert who does. So maybe there is a foundation and I'm just really, really silly. Shall we change that slightly? Yeah, for the chimney, I think that a slight different wood texture you may see. I don't know. And then, so I'm going to add a slight platform to the top to make the roof. And I'm just going to make, no, let's not do that. Let's just make it slightly bigger at the front. Just makes me feel a bit better, I suppose. There we are. That's okay, isn't it? That's really weird. It looks even worse at the side. Just ignore the side. Let's pretend that doesn't exist. Because if I look for too long, I may cry. Um, no, that's not a chimney. What are you doing? Oh my god. The stress I am projecting upon myself. The parapet. That's like the line in Hamilton. Man on a parapet waves a white handkerchief. Yorktown, the world turned upside down. There we go. I do know my Hamilton still. The knowledge hasn't failed me. I just want a chimney. I just want a simple chimney that's quite long. Maybe I can combine. No, don't make that smaller. Can I? Okay. I've got an idea. I don't know why I did that. That did nothing. Okay. You can't intersect with. You're not. What are you doing? Let's turn bb.move objects on because you're not bossing me around. If I have to, I will go dumpster diving again. There we go. Yes, it's weird. It's very weird, actually. No, I don't think I like it, but we're keeping it now because I tried my hardest to make it work. Oh my god, can I put a support beam under this to make myself feel better? Please, can I put you there? No? Please, I just need to make myself feel better about your existence. I have this sneaking feeling that you're gonna fall and kill every sim. I know you're not, and I know that's like not possible in Sims, and I don't even think it happens in real life, apart from like when stuff is structurally unsafe. I don't think that would be too annoying. Let's see how it looks above. My god, why can't I see it? Oh, do you know what? I know it's there, so that should secure me enough emotionally. Imagine you've just got like a whole building resting on that piece of wood. That would not secure me, but it's securing me in this. I feel fine. And so should the Sims. So I don't know what goes on a roof. We've never really done a roof. You know, that's okay. What's that? Yeah, maybe it would have one of them. Maybe on the side it might have like a staircase that's only for like what why did I do that? No idea. Why? Oh, I don't want one going to there. I'm not too bothered about that actually. That's probably the thing I'm least bothered about. Can I not wrap it around anywhere? Because that is a fucking eyesore. Oh, that's awful. That is so gross. That makes me feel ill. Should we keep it? No. No, we're not keeping that. I cannot for the life of me justify that. That is horrendous. What else do roofs tend to have? Whatever this is. It looks like a French fancy. No, a Viennese whirl. Maybe one in every corner? I don't know. It looks like we're frosting a bloody cake. It just needs one. Having one in every corner is a little extra. Yeah, we don't tend to have flags. around, and my aunt's place definitely didn't. If you go to the wrong part of the UK, you might find a few flags, but I don't think they'll be the greatest people. That's a joke. So if you have a flag in your garden, please do not come for me and think that I'm insulting you. I promise I'm not. I'm just having a bit of banter, as you would say. That's also a joke. I haven't said banter since I was 13. Well, now I've said it since I was 20. Okay, so I never know when I do these flat roofs, I never know what tile to have up top, but I guess you'd have like metal, wouldn't you? That's coming from someone who's not an expert in roofs. Oh yeah, let's have that. That looks great. Doesn't look like an eyesore at all. Or beige linoleum. Linoleum? Linoleum? I don't fucking know. Villa. Do you know what? Yeah, I can't be bothered to argue with you, Amy. Just do that. Um, Platform trims. Yeah, you're alright. You're not the best, but nothing about this is the best. This is called simply accepting something. It's where you know something's not great, and you know the outcome is also not great. And you're not too happy. But you come to this quiet sort of acceptance. Oh my god, can we have lifts to the next floor? No, I don't think we can. That's annoying. The way. I mean, if we can tomorrow, that'll be exceptional, and I will be all over that feature. But why are you not going upstairs? Oh, because it's not. I don't get it. I don't. Upstairs is the same, isn't it? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to shorten it even more. Do you have any idea how annoying that is? I say, but it is literally my fault as I built the house. Okay. That does throw a bit of a spanner in the works. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that's the best outcome. I'm not even gonna pretend it's the outcome I was hoping for, because it bloody well wasn't. But I think we've just got to accept it. I think that's what this is. This is called acceptance. It's where you know that something is not going well, but you just simply say, screw it. There we go. Perfection. I mean, do you really need to step up to get there, or are you being extra? Because if you're being extra, I will not be happy. There we go. I think that makes it better. It can be the entryway. Nice little entryway. And then maybe a bathroom could be here? I don't know. Oh god, it's so bad. There's no space. I really, really fucked up. Okay, I think these are gonna have to be studio flats. This is so bad. Oh my god, I think I may have ruined it. And we're running out of money fast. Okay. We may have to go stealing. Not stealing. I think did I make her a klepto? I don't know. If I did, that will come in handy. Okay, so this is going to be like a sort of studio apartment now, because I fucked up. And I'm big enough to sort of take that acceptance, so let's get a bed. We don't have a unit. Okay. That's fine. We've got a bathroom. We need a door. I'm looking in the wrong place. I've officially sort of lost all sense of logic. Okay. So because I want to save some money, we're gonna open this up a little. I don't want to waste too much money if I don't have to. And let's get a nice... No, I only really want to furnish it with rubbish, because that sort of ruins the video. If not, it doesn't, but it does to me. But you never find like blinds in the rubbish, so I feel like that's gonna have to be me covering that with our money. That's a bit small. I can't vouch for the style sense in these places. I don't know how that's gonna be because it's literally a combinature or combinature. It's literally a combination. There we go, that's the fucking word. It's a combination of rubbish. So they're the only ones that's big enough. Oh my god, great. It looks so odd. I kinda love it. If mold and mushrooms were gonna grow anywhere, it'd be in this fucking apartment. But I will disable that feature because I think I mentioned in my previous video I have a fear of mushrooms. No, I think I've got a toilet. No, I think I've got a bush. Perfect. Well, we got a shower. There's a nice expensive shower. Or should we give them the cheap shower? Let's give them the cheap shower. The one upstairs will not be nicer because, well, I just don't think so. Oh my god, there's also a toddler bed. That means the upstairs should have space for a toddler. Do you know what? That could be the bathroom. And then we may have space. That is kind of smart thinking. Oh my god. Upstairs could be way bigger. Would that make upstairs the same size as... No, upstairs is bigger. You lucky, lucky people. You're not. I mean, you're living here. I would not call that luck. But, you know, you're slightly better off. So, applaud that. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some more dumpster diving. Because we just do not have enough. I know I could sell some of the furniture, but the whole fun of this was that it's a house sort of like... It's an apartment, sorry. Sort of made up of rubbish. But we got duplicates of that. So, no. Let's just do what I said I'd do. And I'll come back and I'll greet yous again. We could put our bin there. And if we get that, then we could get some rubbish. So, I will go dumpster diving and then I will come back when we have some more money. So, I'm back, but let's enjoy the mood of our current sim. They're not feeling too great right now. They've been dumpster diving for ages. So we got some more furniture. So I'm quite positive about that. I feel like that's a good scenario. And we've also got a sink now. We've got 2 different sinks. But I think I like this one for this place. It's quite a mix and match, and I quite vibe with that. We've got a few different sinks actually to choose from, but I feel like that one's the best. Maybe there's a plant in the bathroom just to make it look nice. But it won't be for long because we're going to use the ugliest tiles, and I need to find the ones that look a bit grotty and a bit dirty. None of them look too bad. Like, there's none with like mold or anything. But I think the tiles on this one always look a bit dirty, and it always gives me a sort of vibe. And then tiles. That's not tiles, that's Also not tiles. What are you doing? I would like to do so they're sort of like I'm gonna do these tiles because I've never used them and I've just discovered them. Maybe a darker tile color. Yeah, I quite like that. But also maybe that might be okay. I don't know. Just something like that, just to make it look a little more grotty, you know? I don't know, it's up to you if you think that looks cool or not. Let's add some wall decor. So, some holes. There we go, that's a bathroom. That counts as a bathroom. 100%. So, maybe we could do like the kitchen over here. Because it's not going to be the biggest space anyway. But we found a fridge and we've got an oven. Now, they're not matching colours, but considering I'm furnishing this place with junk, I feel like that's okay. We can make an allowance for that. God, I feel so sorry for these fucking Sims. And, let's get a cabinet. Let's just get the cheap ones. I don't want to spend loads of money. That wasn't really the idea. I want to see how much money we can make renting out a place like this. And maybe we can use one of the sinks we've got. This one. Doesn't that just... That's a vibe. And we can add some walls back because I got a bit more cash. So the kitchen's a bit sectioned off, so we can change the wallpaper in here now. That was my cat. Her collar's got a nice little bell on. I wouldn't live here. You could not pay me. So I'm going to do this apartment awful, and the top one, I'm going to make that really nice, and we can still see the difference, the contrast and stuff, and see what happens. Now, that window's bugging me, so if it's bugging you, I'm sorry. I just could not help with the placement of the door. Let's just change that to that. Yeah, so this one's going to be like the horrible apartment, and the one upstairs is going to be quite nice and new, and it's not going to be rubbish because we're going to furnish it with a nicer furniture. Some of it, yeah, we did find in the rubbish, but we're going to do all the maintenance for that one, make sure it's spick and span, and see what happens. And then this one, we're just going to kind of abandon, I guess, just because I want to do an experiment to see how much it matters in the game. You know, can I be awful? And you know, for fun, I hope the answer is yes. I'm not going to pretend to be a good person. I know that's broken. I don't care if they use it or not, but we can use it for that. And this is his this is the whoever lives here. I don't know who lives here, but this is their sofa. No, that's a bit cruel. Um, we'll buy a sofa, but not a nice one. What's an ugly looking sofa? I swear we got one that looks ripped up. Here we are. I know that's slightly expensive, but it does fit the general theme of the house, and I quite like that. So, and that looks quite broken, doesn't it? I think this sim could do with being the artist, because they say artists like channel their pain, don't they? And I like that idea that this artist is living in a place like this, and so they've had to channel all that misery, all that sadness into art. I quite like that. Yeah. Oh, Let's change the whole house. Do you know what? Screw it. I can't be bothered. It's not just that, it's also, I don't think this landlord, well, we're the landlord, but I don't think that we care too much. There we go, nice. And over here we'll have the easel. It's my cat again. That is a very expensive painting. I just don't think it belongs here. This is a trash place. And in my Sims inventory, they've got a table that I believe we can use, because I just don't think they'd have a nice dining table. I mean, if they did, that would be quite weird. You've got this awful house, but you've got a nice dining table. You're not going to have dinner guests, you know? No one wants to come round. And they've got one chair. Perfect. And it's just a boring little old grey purple in here. So yeah, they've got the basics, what they need to survive here, but it's not nice and they don't like it too much. So what else have we got in our inventory? Let's add a plant. There we go. And some magazines. Oh my god, how nice of me. And they've got a little chair there. They just keep everything, really. Okay. It's so bad. Oh my god. I didn't realize how bad I'd actually made it. I don't want the toddler to live here. That feels extra cruel. Let's just add something else to it just to make it a little bit nicer in the corner. Just to decorate it a little. The game's really laggy for me at the moment. I don't quite know why. I don't know what to do. Have we got another plant? I feel like those sunflowers can come off. Oh my god, what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, grab them and then put it back in the middle. Perfect. And let's grab a rug. I know I'm furnishing it with trash, but it doesn't have to be a nice rug. You know, it could be like a ugly one. Yeah, that's a well-traveled rug, so it looks like it was found in the dustbin, so I feel like it counts. Okay, so when I come back next, I will have the new pack, Sims 4 for rent installed, and we can finish off this build then. So, I'll see you guys later. Have fun. Hey friends, so I'm back. It is officially, the pack's officially launched. I've officially got it in my game, and I'm very excited, although I didn't see it come up. But yeah, we've got it. Perfect. So this is our grotty apartment. Not very nice. It's a bit rubbish. I'm just going to make some more money and then we can furnish upstairs and make it nicer. So I will fast forward this bit so you don't have to listen to me and it's not. Sorry about that, folks. As I was filming, my niece came in the room, jumped on me, and I had to stop filming. So she's lovely. She's 2. She's absolutely manic, but in the best way, aren't we all? But no, she is so energetic, it blows my mind. I think, did I used to have that much energy, or have I never had that much energy? Now that is a lovely door. Are there bigger doors? Oh no, that's a shame. I was hoping that we could have a nicer door to sort of save us from that, but it doesn't appear that we do. I'm kind of sad about that. That feels like a letdown. Just a slight, but it's okay. I'm sure that the main selling point of this game and of this pack is not on the doors. So let's have a door there. And this is like the entryway. So this is going to be a bit nicer than anywhere else. That looks really nice. I like that as an entryway. That sort of suits suits it quite well, I think. Okay, so anything to do with shoes. A no shoe sign. I feel like you'd have that in more commercial areas, not really houses. So I'm just gonna build this house. We'll hopefully use some items from the new pack, but I don't think we'll use. I don't think it will be all items from the new pack. But we'll suddenly have a look. We have bigger ones. Just because this is I've forgotten how freakishly tall this house is. Can I make it smaller? Or that completely yeah, I messed all the windows up. And I don't really want to have to go through placing all the windows again, so I feel like we are just gonna have to get on with it. Okay, so this is our entryway, and I'm gonna cut those walls off because I'm not a fan of walls too much. I don't like walls. I'm tired of them thinking they're so important. Okay, let's have a nice little side table. It is so hard to me to be like talking whilst I'm doing this because I normally don't. Like I'm normally building and I've got music on. Why? I'm in the wrong area again. I normally have music on and I just sort of get distracted by everything and I sort of chill. But this is a new experience and I will get used to it and hopefully there'll be more videos, especially with this pack because I'm looking at the furniture and the furnishings and they are beautiful. They are so beautiful. I mean, that is lovely. Should we check out some of the swatches? Okay, that one. Yeah. So I don't really care about gnomes. I never add gnomes to my build. Jar of marbles, maybe we could have that there. I don't really know where you put stuff. Or would that go on something? I don't know. Right, let's get a coat rack. I know that's nothing to do with the new pack, but I always like to add one in these sort of areas. And maybe because it's gonna be like family, let's have a traditional tapestry. That is so nice. That's so beautiful. It's a peacock. I absolutely love peacocks. Oh, that is also really nice. All the swatches are beautiful, but I'm gonna stick with the peacock. And let's have a sort of rug in here. That's a welcome mat. Oh my god, I've always wanted a welcome mat in The Sims. Oh my god, we finally got it. I'm thrilled. I know that might not seem like much, but that has completely made my game. I'm never gonna complain again. Until next time, when I complain again. So, what does the fridge look like? Okay, so it's a mini fridge. We could maybe work with that. But, so I've got this idea that the kitchen space is here. Have we got new? Yes, we do. Oh, that is so nice. I want to auto counter it because I'm a bit rubbish. What have I done? Okay, no, auto counter. Perfect. And then fridge would be there. Um, something like that fridge. I feel like that actually goes. I could be wrong, and you could all tell me that that looks rubbish and that I am stupid for even thinking otherwise, and I'll accept it. I mean, I don't know if that bin would suit the kitchen. But oh my god, I need to see these. These are my favorite. This is my favorite part of new packs. Like counters. Oh my god. I never realized how much I love counters and stuff and cabinets till I played Sims for the first time. And now I know it has changed my life. You can make them look however you want. They're incredible. Insane. And then let's have a nice corner cupboard. Perfect. And maybe over here we could... No, I feel like that's fine. That might be overkill if we have too many. Water heater. That's non-functional. Okay, so that's the other one we'll want. I need to really use the tag, don't I? Because otherwise that's just gonna get... Okay, so I'm thinking sink could be... I'm not gonna have a... Well, I don't need the microwave in the corner. Can I swap that out? Will that fit perfectly? Will that slot? No, it doesn't slot perfect. That's annoying. Okay, so we'll just use a normal sink. And I don't really want to clutter it too much with things that aren't from this pack. But I will do because I'll use this in my gameplay a lot, so ignore everything I just said. Okay. There we are. Perfect. I say perfect a lot when things really aren't. Should we get a nice dining table, nice family area here? Okay, just a square one. Oh yeah, that's fine. I will change the color slightly of these, just so it sort of matches the ones that are being used in the kitchen. I feel like it's slightly off, but it's better than nothing. And it matches the little... That doesn't match. It matches the little side table, so I'm quite happy with that. And then, because this house does have a toddler, well, I'm pretending it does, I don't know. Oh, because the balcony's there. Okay, so if I move that forward, then can we then... That's going to be a really small toddler room. But it's going to have to do, really, isn't it? Or that could be the bathroom. And that could be the toddler room. I don't know. We'll decide. Okay, so I'm going to do the wall paper now. Okay, and then maybe over here just... I don't know. See, I hate doing walls, and because I'm doing it in real time, I'm trying to not mess up as much. Whereas if I was just playing this and filming every now and then, I would totally change it after discovering that I didn't like it. I don't know if that's gonna bother me. I feel like it will, so I feel like that might be an option. And then let's get a smaller door. just to have to go between rooms. Nice little bedroom door. You tend to have these in like flats and rentals in the UK. These kind of doors. They normally have like, I know the ones where my aunt lived used to have like, don't smoke in here. Smoking in here is illegal. Oh my god, I forgot a living room. Okay. I just made a massive kitchen and completely forgot about a living room. Yeah, you're gonna have to go now. You could go there. God, this is awful. I hate doors being center, but it's gonna have to be in this case. And we can cope with that. Yeah, I can cope. I don't like having to cope, but we can. We can make the most of it. That's quite big, isn't it? Any ones that are just 2 in the new pack? No. Okay, so we're gonna have to use a different pack just because we do not have much space. And that's quite big. Let's have a nice heater on the wall. Let's have a big one actually. We don't need a small one. Perfect. And then instead of actually having a coffee table, I'm going to use that as the TV unit. That was the word I was looking for. And I feel like that's a decent sized TV. Okay, and then they have a little chair. Perfect. Little chair for the little one to sit down on. Oh my god, though, if we have the rug near the radiator, is that gonna be like fire? Because I don't think I want that. Although it would be really chaotic. No, downstairs would be the one to have a fire, wouldn't it? Okay, a nice flower. It does have a story there. If you'd like to read it, you can pause it. I'm not the best with reading because when I have to say lots of words, my brain sort of freaks out. It thinks it's still in school and that I'm about to get in trouble for mispronouncing a word. So, yeah. I don't want it to have all the same flooring, but it's going to. Um, and you may have a table out here. Is there any? Oh my god! How? I was only in one category. Oh my god. That is so beautiful. Oh my god. That is insanely beautiful. I don't like it by the bin though, but I love that. That's really nice. I don't know how well it goes, but that could be later on's problem, can't it? Oh, pressing the wrong button there. Right, let's add some wall decorations just to make this place a little more decorated. Um, maybe that could be over there. There we go. And let's have a look at these. I don't know why, but I have to make everything like in the middle. It really bugs me when it's not. It's just how I am. It's a security gate, okay. Maybe like there's a vent from the kitchen to the toddler room. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm just trying to use as much as possible to show off this pack because I'm very excited about it. Okay, so there's the living room furnished and the kitchen. So that's furnished. Oh my god. That stunned me. That fully stunned me to silence. That is so beautiful. That's not even an exaggeration. That is probably the most beautiful bed we have in this game. I think it's so important for different cultures to be represented in The Sims, and it's so good that it's finally happened. It took a while. It took longer than it should have, but it is so nice to see other cultures represented in the game and for young people from those backgrounds to be able to see themselves reflected in it, and even older people. That is so lovely, and I'm so glad we've got a pack like this. The world, I think, is absolutely beautiful. My only wish is that it was slightly bigger, you know, but it is truly beautiful, and I'd be lying if I said anything other than how beautiful it is. There we go. And then I love having accent walls. I know that's weird, and they don't need to be everywhere, but I just love them. They make me feel calm and at peace with the world. Anyway, it's full of so many different cultures, so many beautiful cultures with so much to learn about each other, and it really is beautiful. And yeah, I really like this pack. I do. I wasn't expecting myself to like it as much as I do, but I'm I'm pleasantly surprised. Now, I haven't had much time for gameplay, but in terms of decor, I really like it. And I mean, I know some people like it's similar to City Living, that's the name. And I do agree. I do definitely agree that it is similar. Oh my god, a marbles ring. We gotta have that there. Okay. So that's like the parents' bedroom. It's a bit plain. There's not much going on. Maybe they've got some art on the wall. Maybe something small. Um, let's just have that. I always use that now. And a nice plum bob. Perfect. Okay, now let's do the bathroom. So I feel we've got to. There are some things in life that you just have to do. And I know it's by the window and that's a little off-putting, but might as well. Let's check out the new bath. Okay, so a new hot tub. That's interesting. Very exciting. We do need a bathtub for this build because they've got a toddler. And okay, so we're gonna have to put that there so we can put a sink in. This is from the new pack, and once again, it is beautiful. Okay, now let's add some tiles to the room. So I've already used the tiles from this pack quite a bit, so I'm gonna go with... Do they fit? Yeah, it's alright. It's not the best, but it's a bathroom. As long as you can shit in it and clean in it, it's fine. Here we go. There's our bathroom. Nice and simple. And then we've got our toddler room. I wonder if you can set it so you can't have pets. It's gonna be the next thing that we look for. Okay. I think I'm gonna make it like just fair colors, so it doesn't matter what sim moves in. It's just for anyone. unisex. A nice little unisex room. So anyone who moves in is welcome in there. So nice and yellow. Oh my god, why have I never used that before? Okay, and then toddler bed. Do we get any new ones in this pack? We've been getting new ones quite often recently, haven't we? But nope, nothing in this pack. That's okay. There we go. That is so cute. Sorry, I know this is me just saying how cute this is, but I like cute things. Let's get a nice little lamp shade. Okay, you can have this one. It kind of fits like the explorer vibe. I can't believe we've got hopscotch. That's insane. That is, I'm so excited. I used to play it all the time at school. I haven't played it since I was in school, but I'm so excited for my Sims. It's all they're gonna be doing. Oh my god, I forgot a potty for the baby's first chamber pot. That is so cute. Oh my god. Okay. If we put that there, is everything still functional? Okay, I hope so. If not, hopefully we can just move it into our inventory. Let's add the carpet. And let's add a nice little toy box. I feel like a toy box is needed, obviously, because there's a toddler. Maybe some learning blocks. Maybe in there we could have like so because there's not a lot of space in the house, and they know this, it doesn't need to be pointed out. They're aware that they've not got the most space in the house, but maybe because of that, they've got like a doll's house in here. Hopefully, if one fits, we can put one. I'll make it nice and small because you can size them down and they're still fully functional, by the way. They still completely work because it's literally just the dolls they play with. They don't actually go in the house, so yeah. Right, let's add some clutter to go in here. Maybe some baby wipes. Maybe some, maybe a box. Yeah, that seems fair. Now let's add some wall decor. So, oh, and we need the tuk-tuk in here. It's gotta be done. Up here, my first library. And then maybe here's some shelves. Wonder if we've got any new shelves. I never check for new shelves, but I always get really excited whenever there are any. I know this is quite a soft wood that I'm going for in here. It's just the kind of vibe I'm feeling. I think that's equal. And we can add some toys up here. A nice little sheep. Nice wooden mobile. And a hamster. As well as a little squeak cart. A camping buddy. And a koala. I was about to call that an elephant. A car. That seems fair. And a carriage. Perfect. Now let's add some actual kids' wall decorations. So I always sort of go for the elephant, bunny, and maybe down here we can have a ladybird. Okay, I very much like that. And then in here, just to no, is in there done? Yeah, it might as well be. So now on the balcony, we can just have... That's not flooring. What are you doing? Just that. And maybe there is a... What would be on a balcony? What would you find on a balcony? Oh, look. My favorite, mushrooms. I'm not a fan of mushrooms, so I don't think I will use that in my build. If you are a fan of mushrooms, you enjoy. But for me, it is no. Oh my god, there's a kettle. How did I forget about the kettle? And a pressure cooker. We need that. Does that have to go on the floor? That is a functional water heater. So that's a bit big. Maybe the water heater could... I don't think we've got anywhere for it. Let's add the fuse box in here. Okay. That's all we'll do for now. What was I looking for? I was looking for something, wasn't I? Oh, okay, we've gotta put that down. So no, because the way I've done this, we have no cooking space. That was quite silly of me, wasn't it? I'm gonna turn bb.move objects on just for this part because these items don't have to be functional. But I'm gonna actually get rid of them. There we go. Yeah, that works. That's a very big fruit basket. Oh, from the street market. Yeah, I've got to check them out. I cannot wait to actually delve into the gameplay. I'm so excited. Okay, so I was thinking we could have a spirit house out on the balcony. I quite like the idea of that. Nope, what have I done? There we are. That's quite lovely. And maybe just a nice little seat out here for maybe some contemplation. Nope, that's a free seater. I don't know why I tried that. Just a nice little... There we go. Yeah, I quite like that. So, out here, this is where there'd be signs up. Because obviously, commercial building. These walls look awful. Okay, worn stripes. It still looks quite bad up here. And I could have sworn there was like mail boxes. So yeah, up here. Maybe let's put that outside. Oh yeah. And let's just add some floor. Doesn't have to be nice floor, because downstairs is more grotty. I mean, the furnishings in this house were literally from the trash. So, yeah, definitely not the nicest. There we go. So now I'm just going to do the outside, and for that part, I'm not going to talk. I'm going to speed it up a bit just while I'm doing the exterior. See you. Bye. And to show you the inside of this apartment as a sim, we can sort of, well, we got on the controls too. Let's get a nice picture of you. I'd like you to look quite miserable, friend. Shout forbidden words. This is how I get the thumbnails, by the way. I don't use mods, I just make my Sims miserable. There we go. That's perfect. It would only be more perfect if they were facing a bit more closely. But yeah, this place looks awful. And then upstairs looks slightly better. And I kind of vibe with it. Love it. Anyway, this has been a really long video, so thanks if you managed to keep watching. If you didn't, well, you'll never hear this bit, so cheers. Anyway, thank you all so much. Please remember to take care of each other, be kind, caring, and courteous for others, and congratulations to the winner of my giveaway. They've now received their prize, so unfortunately, if you weren't picked, well, I did a randomly generator, so if luck wasn't on your side, I'm really sorry. Hopefully you win another giveaway and you get to experience this pack. Anyway, much love.